If you want to make gelato, you have to learn. And if you have to learn from the best people. And if you do that, you certainly want to do it with my gelato. I'm JC from Hong Kong. I am quite new to the gelato world. So, you know, yesterday we did a lot of theory, and that was necessary for me because I really, you know, for me, gelato was going to a shop and buying it. So I discovered a lot. Today was a lot more interesting. We did three flavors, tiramisu. This is like traveling to Venice. Oh my God. Brigadeiro, the Brazilian one. It's damn good. It's delicious. Poire Belle Hélène, which is a French dessert. It's the perfect combination of cinnamon, pear, vanilla. It's pear, poached pear with butter. What I realized today is the power of butter. It's well used, it's just extremely powerful. It creates this level of premium that you have in the very good gelatos. And it was a real discovery. Eye-opener for me, things that I never really thought were possible. So I'm super, super happy to have spent these 2 days with Alex. I came here because I'm sharing what's going to happen soon. I'm operating a gelateria and a bar. There's going to be a drinks place. A lot of people, I expect, hopefully have quite a decent amount of flow of people. And I was a bit stressed until 2 days ago, because I didn't really know how to adapt my recipes to the various people. And unfortunately, I didn't know because I was never taught. And I had to learn. And you know, the way to really learn well is to understand what impact every step that you take has on the final product. I mean, if you don't do it step by step, and if you don't understand what you do, there's no way you're going to know what you do and what influences the final product. Which is why I think specifically the Kangaroo Method is very helpful, because you can very progressively become comfortable with every step of the way and predict what you want to eat. And there's no perfect gelato. There's no good and bad gelato. There is the gelato that suits certain palates. People like it cold, the others like it warm. And I think by not understanding what you do, you cannot really cater to a specific population. So that's why I think the Kangaroo Method is super helpful, because I could, right now I feel comfortable making ice cream for an Italian and making ice cream for a Pole. I will know how to differentiate, how the taste can be addressed very differently. And you know, very sweet, less sweet, very cold, very warm. And these are definitely not things I was able to do 48 hours ago. And I think that's why the Kangaroo Method is important. Not because it's designed to make the best possible gelato, of course it is, but it's designed to make the best possible gelato makers. The people who make the gelato are the ones who can really, you know, you keep improving the product, right, over time. So there's no perfect gelato. You can always improve it a little bit, but you can have very, very strong gelato makers. And I think I've made a big step, a big leap. So I think that's why the Kangaroo Method is important, because you can refine every step of the way. Again, I thought that, you know, making a reproduction of certain biscuits flavors meant to buy the biscuits and blending them, you know, and I think a lot of people think that. A lot of people think that this is how you make a biscuit gelato or Snickers gelato, or, you know, most of the people will think that this is how you do it. As we said earlier, I'll make some mistakes, but I think even Formula 1 drivers make mistakes. Even the most precise people in the world, they make mistakes, right? This is how you get better. And what's important is having passion for what you do. The person that you are teaching needs to understand that you have so much passion that you never leave any details uncovered. You really push. And I think this is the one thing I realized by coming to my gelato. I had questions that had been in my mind for months and that I could not answer, even with ChatGPT could explain it, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted. But understanding the concepts, the strong images behind how things work, behind making gelato is of course what is really helpful. Probably one day is good, but again, for me, after the first day, I had only done the theory because there was so much that we had to cover for me, because I didn't know much. So 2 days were fantastic. 3 days would have been better, but 2 days were fantastic for me. So I would say that try to gain as much exposure to Alex as you can, because he's a busy guy, so very quick. He's gonna have to do different things and he's gonna tour the world even more. But I think these were a very good set of days for me. And on top of that, it was an immersion in the Polish life. I met people around, I met Alex's friends, and he's just a lovely guy. So, and clearly, I'm not the only one who likes his gelato. I can tell you, the entire city talks about it.